It's good. Let them save face, as money-making ideas don't mean zip without people. Much of the world's population does not remember the early 1960s when the world came to its close encounter with another world war. Two world leaders with the power to destroy each other's governments and millions of innocent civilians faced off and saved face. The rest of that story in a minute. All of the internet is awash with social marketing. The best home businesses are still using making money ideas like free classified advertisements. While you may not think this is the most elite marketing idea, a classified advertisement of mine that was placed nearly 6 months ago showed up in one of my online searches for business information. The classified ad was placed before keyword was in my vocabulary. Don't you know that more classifieds of mine will start showing up sooner now that they will be written with my keywords in them? You may have heard about the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis in your studies about United States or world history. For those of you who remember the early 60s, it wasn't all about rock and roll. It was a frightening time filled with neighbors who secretly built bomb shelters, and in addition to the fire drills at all the schools and public buildings, there were bomb drills. I remember being in a basement level classroom. The protocol, what it was, we went to the side of the classroom where the building foundation was and crouched there with our arms protecting our heads, and that was our drill. And all the time we were hearing whispers from some of the other kids going, you know, nothing would save us if it happens. And that was scary because we knew it was probably true. President John F. Kennedy, during a short period of time, negotiated with the Soviet Union's Nikita Khrushchev over the Soviets installing long-range nuclear missiles in Cuba. They figured out how to save personal, national, and international face and avoided a dreaded world nuclear holocaust. Russian missiles were removed from Cuba, U.S. missiles were removed from Turkey, and the U.S., President Kennedy, assured Khrushchev that the U.S. would not invade Cuba, which was why Cuba's Castro had elicited help from the Soviets in the first place. In this case, saving face meant saving lives. It is the very best example of saving face on both sides that I've ever known. When you feel the need to reprimand or let an employee go, think of a way to perform your unpleasant task while giving your associate or employee a way to save face. Let the other person save face, says Dale Carnegie in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. History buffs, it's my story, my memories. Don't rip me apart for technicalities, please. To learn more how Diane and the Best Home Businesses use elite marketing strategies with making money ideas, enter your email address below.